Gonna ask you, what are you gonna do about that tattoo on your face?
I'm taking my time with it. But I already kind of put things in place.
So you have an appointment. That's gonna be a few sessions, probably.
No.
No? Just one?
She say he's retarded. Come on now, that lady is evil and out to get me and my son. She's dissing her own grandchild on social media. I'm saying this to say, bro, don't get it messed up. Like, yeah, I love him. I'm riding for him. But I know his character traits, bro. I know his patterns, bro. Soon as we beef, he hurt our kid, and it's so evil. So I need y'all to just let him know.
Get it now. Nobody popped out to her little booking, her little show. So she desperately using me to sell more tickets. Come on, Cal. Come on, that's like what we resort to. Yeah, right. You couldn't get nobody to pop out for you at Malibu, so you gotta use me. You and your man couldn't bring in a crowd, so you gotta.
Blueface just got blindsided by some news he definitely wasn't prepared for. Chrisean Rock is thriving, and she's doing it with a brand new man, which has Blueface spiraling hard. That's right. She's expecting again, and the baby isn't his. Rumor has it that Blueface dumped her while behind bars and even had his own father kick her out of the house they once shared. Cold? Absolutely. Just when you think their messy saga can't get any more complicated, these two somehow find a way to turn up the drama even further. Blueface didn't just respond, he blew up. But Chrisean wasn't about to sit quietly either. She fired back, throwing shade and accusing Blueface of being far from innocent himself. She claimed he's been sneaking around behind her back, hinting that he might even be cozying up to people inside while locked up. No names dropped, but her words got everyone buzzing with wild theories. Now here's the kicker. Despite sporting Blueface's face tattooed on her cheek like a permanent emblem of loyalty, Chrisean publicly stepped out with a new man, Tytan Newton. This isn't some casual fling. Tytan's an NCAA athlete who's clearly standing solidly by her side. Her smile in those photos? Unmissable. Fans were shook that she moved on so boldly, especially with that fresh tattoo still staring back at her. But maybe that ink's lost its meaning, because if there's anyone who knows how to rewrite the story, it's Chrisean. And just when people thought she was bluffing, Chrisean dropped a bombshell. She's officially starting the process to remove that Blueface tattoo. That same mark she once wore like a badge of honor is now being erased. If that isn't a clear sign she's done with the chaos, what is? This isn't just an emotional reaction, it's real growth. When she got the tattoo, reactions were mixed. Some called it reckless, others saw it as true love. Now she's reclaiming her image, literally wiping away the past and stepping into a new chapter with Tytan Newton. Of course, this isn't the first time Chrisean declared she was done with Blueface, only to circle back to him later. Their relationship has been a non-stop roller coaster of breakups, makeups, and public meltdowns. Each time fans think it's over, bam, they're back posting couple pics like nothing happened. Remember in 2023 when Chrisean supposedly moved on to Lil Mabu? Blueface got jealous, tweeting some cryptic encouragement that basically said, "Go ahead, make it official." He clearly wasn't happy about it. Chrisean even dropped a diss track targeting Blueface, rapping, "Forget Blueface, I had to find a new bae. Gave birth to my kid, but I can't stand his father." That was bold, no doubt. But then, when Blueface wanted her back, she cut Lil Mabu loose and dove right back into the drama. This time, things seem different. Blueface himself is sounding alarms, claiming Chrisean didn't just cheat on him with Tytan, she's pregnant with Titans. Baby. Meanwhile, she's facing heavy criticism on social media for her parenting, especially since she admitted to drinking and smoking during her first pregnancy. If this second pregnancy is real, many hope she's learned from the past and is trying to do better. And guess who's thrilled about this shift? Blueface's mom, Carissa. She's been one of the loudest critics of Chrisean all along, so now that Chrisean's moving on with a new man, and possibly a new baby, Carissa is over the moon. She's cheering like it's a celebration, saying things like, "They make a cute couple. He's the one." Meanwhile, Blueface? He's not happy at all. Locked up or not, Blueface hasn't stopped stirring the pot. Word is, he called his own dad from prison and demanded that Christian's belongings be thrown out of their shared home. Clothes, bags, everything. He wanted it gone, and fast. That's not just emotional, it's some serious petty strategy. Even from behind bars, Blueface is trying to control the narrative and Christian's moves. This isn't jealousy, it's hurt. And the drama? It's far from over. Blueface just dropped a serious move. He reportedly told his dad to clear Christian out of their shared home, no questions asked. This isn't some casual breakup, he's dead serious this time. The message was clear. Pack up and go. But here's where it gets even crazier. Blueface is behind bars, yet still managing to stir the pot like he's running things from the inside. Word on the street is that while locked up, Blueface hasn't just been fixated on Christian and her new relationship. He's been keeping his personal life buzzing too. Recently, he shocked everyone by posting an Instagram story with a mysterious woman, sparking waves of speculation. This woman claimed they go way back, since 2015, and that their official relationship started about 5 years ago. Do the math. That timeline overlaps with Blueface's involvement with both Christian and Jaden Alexis. Talk about a tangled web now. Let's pause and ask the obvious. How on earth is Blueface managing to post videos from prison? Sure, contraband phones aren't unheard of, but Blueface isn't exactly the type to keep things low-key. Did he slip some cash to a guard? Is there a secret jailhouse influencer starter kit we don't know about? It boggles the mind how he's sharing full-fledged stories like it's just another day outside. And he's not keeping it quiet. He's broadcasting these clips, fully aware it'll ignite drama. Blueface thrives on chaos and isn't built for subtlety or peace. With all this downtime and no Christian or Jaden to juggle, he's likely climbing the walls and fueling relationship fires like it's the latest reality TV episode from behind. Bars. Remember, Blueface and Christian reportedly tied the knot in a jailhouse wedding last year. Yet, he's got no qualms claiming another woman publicly. And when Christian stepped out with her new man, Blueface threw a full tantrum demanding she be kicked out of their home. That's classic double standards. He dishes drama but can't handle it when the tables turn. In steps Carissa, Blueface's mom, who jumped in to defend her son. She explained that Blueface wanted to respect Christian's new relationship and give her a clean slate. She insisted there's no jealousy and claimed Blueface didn't instruct his dad to record the eviction. That was likely done to protect him from accusations of foul play. But let's be honest, Carissa has never been a fan of Christian, and that bias has been clear from the start. The relationship itself has always been toxic, and bringing a baby into the mix only escalated the tension. Fans aren't shedding tears now that it's apparently over again. Most saw it coming from miles away. Things escalated further when Blueface allegedly pressured Christian to terminate her pregnancy. That's when Jaden, his other baby mama, fired back hard on social media. She tweeted a savage line, "Give me the $100,000 daddy. I'll do the procedure myself." The internet exploded over her harshness, but Jaden stood her ground. She pointed out that Blueface never doubted her ability to raise their kids, reminding everyone of a touching moment during childbirth when he stayed by her side, holding her leg through delivery. Despite that heartfelt memory, the drama keeps swirling. Fans are stunned by how random and intense the back and forth between Christian and Jaden has become. These two have been throwing shade at each other for years, and now it all feels like a never-ending cycle. Christian previously called out Jaden for labeling Blueface a deadbeat dad, dragging their messy triangle back into the spotlight. The feud reignited when Jaden snapped at Christian over the jailhouse wedding, tweeting, "Who marries a man that don't even call his kids and owes child support? Just give me my money." That hit hard. Jaden didn't stop there. She accused Blueface of abandoning her despite everything she did for him. She called him manipulative and selfish, saying she gave him everything, even her last bite. "You can't man up," she said. "I wish you the best, but please let me go." She even confessed working 2 jobs and walking to work while Blueface was at her mother's place living his own life. "I was dumb," she admitted. Christian jumped in to defend Blueface, saying she married him because she took a risk on love. She questioned why their kids haven't met properly yet, and told Jaden, "If you're beefing with him, please leave me out of it." This drama-filled triangle is playing out live across social media like a never-ending reality show, captivating fans and followers alike as each new twist and turn unfolds in real time. The emotional roller coaster has everyone glued to their screens, trying to keep up with the back and forth between Chrisean, Jaden, and Blueface, a saga filled with accusations, heartbreak, and complicated family dynamics. It's a story that exposes the messy realities behind celebrity relationships, especially when children and parental responsibilities are involved, and it's anyone's guess what the next episode will bring. Chrisean didn't hold back in her criticism, especially when it came to Blueface's mother, Carissa. She accused Carissa of using their children as pawns for attention, which adds yet another layer to the drama. Parenting in the spotlight is already tough, but when family members start airing grievances publicly, it can become a toxic environment that's hard to escape. Chrisean's suggestion that Jaden find a better babysitter was a direct jab, hinting at distrust and dissatisfaction with how the children's care is being handled. This type of public finger-pointing isn't just personal, it impacts the children at the center of the storm, who are often the unseen casualties in these battles. Chrisean also made a point to emphasize the harsh reality of Blueface's incarceration, dispelling any romanticized notions of jail as some kind of break or escape. "Joe isn't a camping trip, it's hell," she stated bluntly, reminding everyone that prison is a tough, isolating, and painful experience. This comment also underscores the strain that prison puts on family relationships, especially when children are involved. Being locked up doesn't just affect the individual, it sends shockwaves through the entire family system, often complicating custody, communication, and emotional support. Despite her frustrations, Chrisean revealed the complexity of her feelings toward Blueface. She doesn't support abandonment or the way things have deteriorated between them, especially regarding their children's well-being. However, she also wanted Jaden to understand that she shouldn't be the only one carrying the emotional and practical weight of Blueface's decisions. This is a crucial point because co-parenting is always challenging, and when layered with personal drama and public scrutiny, it becomes exponentially more difficult. Chrisean's message suggests a desire for shared responsibility, rather than isolation in dealing with the fallout. The entire situation highlights the challenges of navigating relationships under the microscope of social media, where every comment, video, and post can escalate tensions and fuel public speculation. It also speaks to a broader conversation about accountability, parenting, and the importance of keeping children's welfare at the forefront amid adult conflicts. While fans might be caught up in the spectacle, the core of this story is about real people, real kids, trying to survive and thrive in a complicated family dynamic that plays out for the world to see. In the end, this ongoing saga serves as a cautionary tale about the costs of public drama and the need for empathy and responsibility in parenting, regardless of past mistakes or personal grievances. As this story continues to evolve, it remains a vivid example of how social media can both illuminate and complicate the most intimate aspects of our lives. Chrisean admitted that constantly going back and forth over a man isn't her anymore, calling their ongoing feud tired and overplayed. She even pinpointed the moment things went off the rails, when Blueface dropped a diss track aimed at Jaden. She confessed that even when she made her own track, "Mr. Take Your Bish," every lyric was aimed at Blueface, not Jaden. And acting out of spite, that just doesn't feed her soul. Reflecting on 2023, she acknowledged that back then her mindset was immature. Feuding seemed funny, but now it just feels awkward. Interestingly, Chrisean didn't respond with anger or tears when Jaden threw shade her way. Instead, Jaden fired, back with a blunt dismissal. "I wouldn't read all that even if I was paid to. For the love of God, shut up." She vented her frustration with people who play the victim while pretending to be clueless, always trying to insert themselves into drama. Chrisean wasn't having it. She clapped back, calling Jaden broke and desperate, pointing out that her response meant she did read the message. "Truth can never be a diss," she said. Chrisean also dragged Jaden's financial situation, mentioning how her bookings are drying up and that she's only pulling in around $20,000 for a reunion. Appearance while likely paying $11,000 monthly in rent. She questioned why Jaden's so loud about child support when she supposedly has her own money, reminding her that she once praised Blueface as a good father. Which is it? This whole roller coaster, from Christian defending Blueface to being dumped, in mere weeks, is classic for these tangled relationships. And if Christian is pregnant now, that suggests she was already expecting Tytan's child when all this drama unfolded. Defending your baby daddy while carrying another man's baby? That's a harsh, almost ruthless move. But in this saga, not entirely shocking. The chaos runs deeper. There's no ignoring what happened with Junior, Blueface's son, whose health has suffered. And now it feels like everyone's ready to move on as if nothing happened. Christian's voice breaks through, insisting that's not acceptable. "You don't get to just move on," she says firmly. She calls for accountability, stressing that the impact on Junior's life can't be swept under the rug while building a new family with Tytan Newton or anyone else. Her message is clear. You can't just rush into another pregnancy and pretend. The past never happened. Priority one should be doing everything possible to support Junior's recovery before bringing another child into the world. If she were in Blueface's shoes, she says, she'd be just as upset, questioning how someone could move on so fast. Of course, Christian acknowledges that at the end of the day, she's a grown woman free to make her own choices. But based on what we've seen, she doubts Christian is the best role model for a child, especially given the history with Junior's health. Past patterns have shown neglect, which has led to serious issues: impaired vision, speech problems, walking difficulties, and cognitive challenges, all of which can hinder a child's ability to thrive. Christian believes this cycle is a perfect storm for another child to face similar hardships if lessons haven't been learned. From what she's seen, Christian hasn't shown remorse or accountability, especially when confronted about her past behavior, like drinking while parenting. Denial seems to be the default, which worries Christian deeply. Without acknowledgement of past mistakes, history is bound to repeat itself. She fears for any future child that might come from this situation, calling it a sad and troubling prospect. It's a cautionary tale about how patterns of neglect and irresponsibility can ripple across generations, making the stakes for accountability even higher. That's where Christian stands, calling out the hard truths, urging responsibility, and hoping for a break in the cycle. What do you think about all this? Drop your thoughts below, and if you found this insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notifications. Snow's signing off for now. Catch you next time.